Hey everyone, this is Josh from Before. I'm here today to celebrate a very special occasion. We've just hit 2,000 subscribers on this channel. So for those of you that have been watching, commenting, subscribing, turning on post notifications, participating in the polls, it is greatly appreciated and it's got me excited to keep bringing you stuff that you like watching. Now, as promised, we're going to be celebrating 2,000 subscribers with a Two-Face themed video.
Let's start this party with a bang!
And if you watch the lead up video to this, then you know I ran a poll and let you guys vote on which one of these Two-Face figures we would be opening today. The Batman Reborn, Batman Two-Face, or the Batman versus Two-Face 2-pack. I'll be getting to the poll results later in this video, but I will say that if the figure that you voted for didn't end up winning the poll, well, maybe hold on to a little bit of hope, because polls are great and all, but they're not quite as great as
Blind, stupid, simple, doodah, clueless.
So stay tuned. But before we get to those poll results, I'm going to give you a tour of my Two-Face collection, which I've shown a bit in the shelf tours that I've done in the past, but I've never really stopped down and gone through all the pieces of that collection in much detail. So we'll do a quick tour of my collection and then we'll come right back here for the poll results. All right, now here is the Two-Face space here on this shelf right here. And you can see it's not my entire collection. I still got some other things over here. For now, we can just get started on this shelf. This is a DC Artist Alley vinyl. I really love this like totally monstrous approach to Two-Face, and I love the way that this chair is half clean and nice and half all dirty and gross. Because he's just kind of this crappy vinyl, it always bothered me the way his feet don't hit, like they sit up like that. It's a little weird, and his hand doesn't hit the ground, so I've got him kind of perched up with this. The grenade was a weird choice instead of the coin, but it's kind of cool. It's unique. I dig this. It's fun. Down here is a little Lego Billy D. Williams from the Lego movie, or the Lego Batman movie, I should say. This is from the DC Direct Long Halloween. He's a bit dusty, but this guy's just a really sharp looking 30s, 40s era gangster attitude. Love the coin in his hand like that. Really love that face. This guy's great. Nice, just a nice sturdy guy. Moving on to DC Collectibles Capullo design. This is one of my favorites, really. And I'm not necessarily a huge, like, the black and white isn't my favorite Two-Face look, but just the way this guy feels in hand, the way he looks. This guy and this Long Halloween one both are great examples of, like, they didn't have much for articulation, but it didn't really bother me because they look great doing exactly that. And then this Mafex Dark Knight is actually a great example of a figure having a ton of articulation and just not totally dazzling me. These Mafex, they're kind of just hard to get in a pose that feels naturalistic. I don't know what it is. I think it's just these imports. I'm just kind of over the imports. They just sort of just feel like all just homogenous and not. They just don't excite me anymore. But this is there's a lot of great details in this sculpt, but it just doesn't feel, it's just not fun in hand. The fun factor's not there for me. Back here, I love this Corgi brand Two-Face car from the 50s. It sings Dusty too, sorry. But I just think that's really cool. The green and then the purple glitter on one side with the big coin on the front of the hood. I love that artwork on here. This guy's one of my favorites. It's just from the DC chess collection, but I just think that gold and purple is really sharp. I would love to see some more representations of Two-Face with this gold and purple look. I think it's great. This guy, I can't remember which line it was from, but it was this fun little like 4-inch line, and they made a lot of characters, and they're all actually ended up pretty fun. In fact, when I ordered this from eBay, they accidentally sent me a Robin from this same 4-inch line, and I was like, this is actually cool. It's not what I ordered, but it is actually badass. And then they sent me the right one. This is an old McDonald's Happy Meal toy. They did an animated series line that was really pretty cool, and some of them were full little figures, like about this guy's size, and then the other ones were cars, and then the idea of this Two-Face cars, you can change it to white or the dark evil side, nice white clean side, you get it. This was just an eBay pin, somebody making like pins that look like the ones from the 89 Batman, I think is. I really love this DC Gallery statue. It was pretty inexpensive, and I think it's just PVC. It's fairly cheap, but I think it was like $50, and it's got a lot of presence for $50. It's got a little bit of heft. I like all the little details, the batarangs. I really love the wild purple and crazy designs. I like the crazy colors more than the black and white animated sort of look, which you can see right here in this animated. This was from the second wave of the animated series figures that they did. That first, I have that wave one, and it sucks. The arm broke. It's a little tiny little dinky thing. This thing feels so much more substantial. Animated series isn't my favorite Two-Face, but man, this guy's sharp. Gotta have a Pez dispenser. If you're collecting any character and you don't have a Pez dispenser of that character, then you're not doing it right. You gotta get a Pez. That's just that's a given. In here is an eBay find, which is just somebody reproducing the Dark Knight styled two-sided coin, which is very rad, but actually I think not as cool as what I've got here, which is a animated series style Two-Face coin. And this was created by Bottleneck Gallery. They do mostly like prints and posters and stuff. And then every once in a while they'll do stuff like this, or like I think enamel pins, you know, things like that. This thing is so rad. This is from that, I think, is it Fisher Price? It's Imagine Next is the line. Let me check. I don't love the style, but they always, like this Imagine Next line, they always have really cool little play sets and vehicles and stuff. In fact, there's one of these, there's an armored car, Two-Face car in Imagine Next, and I can't find it for a decent price. This little card, I think this was just a enamel pin back. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, JMO pins. I got a Two-Face pin, and that just looks like a cool little Harvey Dent campaign item there. This Mego I found at a local shop right down the street from me. I really love him, and I've got him holding this. Also, Dark Knight era, the Hot Wheels Two-Face car, which is pretty cool. Not nearly as cool as that Corgi one, but that's fun and wild, silly, stupid. The car design, of course, the McDonald's Batman Forever glass. I have a full set of the Batman Forever glasses that I actually do use on a regular basis. But I got doubles of the Two-Face one for display purposes. Two-Face shot glass, another just little dumb tchotchke. And this stupid thing I love. This from this Kenner. It's from Legends of Batman. No, I was gonna say Legends of Dark Knight. It's Legends of Batman. And this was, I think it came in a 2-pack. I got this loose on eBay. I think it came in a 2-pack with a Pirate Batman. So funny and stupid. The Legends of Batman, Legends of Dark Knight, those were some wild, wacky lines. And then down here with everyone else, this OG Superpowers era Two-Face. He's supposed to have a windy action, but it didn't work anymore. But he's got the flipped coin, which is just for some reason a dime. All right. Thank you for that. But I like him. I like that. I like the green monster face. I like the blue and orange suit. Kind of like the Mego up here, even though they're on different sides. It's a good look. I just like the bright, colorful look. I like this gold and purple. I like the Batman Forever wild pinks. Speaking of Batman Forever, here is one that I really need doubles of. The thing is, I'm not a huge in the box collector. When I find something and it does turn out to be in a pretty nice box, I feel bad about taking it out of there. So I need to find an opener, or maybe find a better one, and this will be the opener. Because this was one of my favorites as a child. Like, I played with this figure all the time, and then the fact that it included this little coin added so much play value to it. Because you're playing with your toys, and then you stop down for a second, and you enact the coin flip like in real life. This Two-Face, I think this came from, was it Zombie Sailor, who had like a dead stock sale. He found a bunch of cases of animated series stuff. This is just the original one. Again, I have a hard time tearing these out of the boxes just because look at this great stuff on here. Oh, I mean, look at these. Remember when toys looked like this on the back? Had all the other cool shit you could get on there. A Dark Knight Harvey here with extremely long arms, it feels like. And this really bananas packaging that is really wacky. He comes with a coin too. I kind of probably should just get this guy out of here eventually. This package is... I don't know, the package is so silly and stupid that I don't want to tear it out. It's really over-designed and funny to me. And then more over-designed and funny, this like silly kind of Saturday morning battle power attack version of Two-Face. It's cool. He's got some cool details in there. I like him. The ripped sleeve is fun. This artwork is maybe less cool. The way I collect stuff, while I certainly like specific brands and styles of figures and collectibles, it's fun, I think, to just go after one character and just see all the different kind of stuff that you can find, because you end up getting some like wacky things that you never would have picked up if you were just sticking with a specific brand or style. And I like having all these little weird, it just makes for a little bit of variety and a little bit of fun. Now, on to the poll results. It was a really close race the entire time. And again, you were voting to decide which one of these we would open. The Batman Reborn, Batman Two-Face, or the Batman vs. Two-Face Arkham Asylum Battle Pack from the animated series. With 55% of the votes, the winner was Batman Reborn Two-Face. But again, it was a really close race. I thought this one might run away with it, just because it's a bit bigger, and more detailed. It's more in line with the multiverse, the DC multiverse figures that are the main jam on this channel. But never underestimate the draw of animated series Batman, especially because this has this cool Arkham Asylum sign piece and like a straitjacket to put Two-Face in. There's a lot of cool stuff in here. Either one of these would have been a worthy winner. But the winner was Batman Reborn. That's who you voted to open. But what I failed to mention is that the results of the poll aren't set in stone. You see, we got to do this Harvey's way. We got to flip a coin. So good side, we will honor the poll results and we will open Batman Reborn. If the bad side shows up, and we got to do the opposite. So here we go, guys. Moment of truth. Oh, good side. Good side's up. A narrowly avoided upset. We got to do the right thing and we got to honor the poll results. But truthfully, the coin thing was a bit of a fake out. In fact, the poll was a bit of a fake out too. It's 2 fake outs for a Two-Face themed episode. We're opening 2 figures. So everybody gets their way. The good side was going to land for you guys regardless of how the poll turned out. So without further ado, let's destroy this beautiful packaging. I hate to do it. This is so nice with this little card here with the city. All these fun little guys on the back. Oh, I hate to do it. I hate to keep stuff in the box. I'm not an in the box guy. But when it's really nice like this, it's a blister, which means there's no going back. You cut that blister, it's going to be ugly. So it's a bittersweet moment. Let's just take a silent second of appreciation for the artist that created this wonderful little piece of commercial art. It's very nice. I'll keep this card, just, because it's in good shape, but it's not the same. It's not. All right, so first up, the figures themselves. These are, I'm sure they were just repackaged versions of earlier figures. Fun little cape swoop on that Batman. Maybe a little exaggerated on that side. Wow. But some cool flair on that. Here's Twofer himself. Actually, you can see the difference. This is from this is from the new Batman Adventures when they redesigned everybody. And actually, this first one didn't necessarily match the cartoon anyway. Old animated series figures, pretty quaint by today's standards, but fun, and they've got nice proportions and nice silhouettes. Two-Face comes with these two little guns. This one that kind of looks like somebody forgot what a Tommy gun looked like and just tried to draw it from memory. And this cool looking gun. Looks almost a little Blade Runner-y, kind of badass. Holds the guns like so, 2 fists in it, pretty badass. So this is an accessory I really love, this straight jacket. I think is meant to wrap around him like so, with this smaller, let's see if we can just, so you pull these around here like so. I love the little like locks and chain details on here, and then come around the front. It's got this kind of Hannibal Lecter kind of mask thing up in front of his face. That's fun. I would have loved this as a kid. I would have played with this like crazy. And then Batman has this sort of rope thing. A lot of rope accessories back in this Batman line back in the day. But then the idea is that this end of the rope accessory kind of hooks into these little holes right here. Let's see if we can. There's a couple little holes right there. He hooks right into. That goes like so. And then you can hoist this guy up. You can tie him up and leave him for commish to come pick him up in the morning. Pretty fun, but we all know the real draw for this set was this Arkham Asylum sign that just pegs into these two bases here. Boom. That is freaking awesome. And then I think part of the other like play factor here is you can kind of hoist this guy up. Oh, dang it, I got caught. Foiled again. Ah, shit. This is dope. You are going to be seeing this in the background of a lot of videos in the future. This is worth destroying that beautiful packaging to get this out of here. And now let's move on to the poll winner himself, Batman Reborn. This was a pretty cool line. Check out some of these other figures on the back. This Azrael's pretty badass. This was, shit, who was it? This was Stephanie Brown, Batgirl. Kind of a cool look. And I think there were a couple waves of this. They're expensive now. Kind of hard to find one. Kind of pricey when I did find one. And you know, it can just, you know, even though I'm dying to get him out of here, I just but out of the box he must come, especially because it's in this awful blister thing. I hate these clamshell things. I mean, it was a nice attempt to kind of maintain something where the card wouldn't wear as much and you felt like you had a little bit more of a sturdy container, but I hate them. Let's get them out. Again, let's take a moment to appreciate the designers who created this fantastic packaging with the city back here, the cool Bat logo printed in the bubble. This packaging has done its job, and it has shepherded this figure from place to place where it has finally arrived here, and now we will remove it. Okay, this blister is actually next level, because look at this. It opens. It's a little catalog. That's badass. I mean, not catalog. It's just a little like promo thing. But there's some good figures in there. Those are pretty fun. This was a pretty cool era of DC Direct. Some fun looking figures in there. Oh, he smells good. Been in the box all these years and still has that wonderful aroma. Let's look at him here. Got all this red and this like wacky face. He looks like the Noid. Anybody remember the Noid? He's a pizza mascot. This guy's pretty fun. It feels like he has like kind of short legs and long arms. I don't know. Something about him feels like Mad Magazine to me. I don't know why. Man, this cape is this material. It's just feels like it's still petroleum. Doesn't quite feel hardened. Pretty minimal articulation, just a cut there at the waist. The joints are pretty stiff. biceps, single elbows, no wrists, no ankles. Shoulders feel pretty stiff. I don't want to lift that up too much. He didn't cost too much to get out of the box, but he did cost too much to break. So I'll try to be a little delicate with him. Hello. I like the torso. Muscles look really cool. They're popping. That face looks pretty cool either direction. Come on, can we get it? Pretty fun. Regular pouches on one side and kind of canister things on the other. The blue and red is a weird choice. I don't know why that was the decision. Because even the blue, it doesn't really necessarily feel like Batman blue. So it's like, and the red is, I mean, I know some Too-Faced designs have a heavy red element, but this feels, the blue and the red on this, it feels like it's neither Batman nor Two-Face. It came with this cool little gun, which is something you wouldn't see on a DC figure today. Holds the gun and the coin like so, and actually I did miss that he does have cuts at where the gloves hit. So actually it does have a little bit of rotation. Actually it does have a decent amount of articulation. It's kind of fun. This is great. It's nice to have him out of the box. It's been bothering me that he's been cooped up in that box for so long, and he's such a cool, weird entry in the Two-Face collection. That he's just really needed to come out and breathe. And I'm going to be breathing in that smell for a while, actually, because that's the good stuff. All right, folks. Well, I hope you've appreciated this journey. I know I've appreciated getting all the great feedback from you guys. It's really been fantastic. I sincerely appreciate it. Everyone subscribing and commenting and participating in the conversation. I know, like in my first shelf tour, I said I wasn't going to make a habit of being in front of the camera because I don't really like it. But having done it a little bit, I can see now that it really just helps me connect with you guys and keep the party going in between reviews. Because, you know, the new figures only come every so often. So it's nice to be able to keep the party going in between the reviews. So expect more of that in the future. I will be doing more live streams soon. I've been slammed catching up on reviews. And then I'm also trying to record some stuff, some end of the year wrap up type stuff that I need to get done before Christmas Eve, because I'm out of town Christmas Eve through New Year's Eve. And I want to make sure there's still stuff to post in that time that I'm away from before headquarters here. And actually, now that I think of it, we got a new year coming up, 2022. Maybe it should be the year of Two-Face, and periodically I'll do a deep dive. Maybe I'll get some of these out of the boxes, talk to you about some of my favorite Two-Face storylines, and we can do some more fun Two-Face themed videos, because he is one of my favorite characters, and I love talking about him. So again, thank you all sincerely, and I will talk to you all very soon. Bye.